The Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer, weekday afternoons at 4 Eastern on CNN.
We had seen and been asking about some newsletters that appeared under his name back in the 80s and 90s. Gloria, today you had a chance to press him on whether he was aware of some of those very controversial statements about issues like race.
Right.
What did he tell you?
Well, Wolf, I know you've asked him about these newsletters, and today I pressed him about whether he had actually read any of those newsletters that went out under his name. Listen to what he said. There are reports that you made almost $1 million off of them in 1993.
I'd like to see that money.
So you read them, but you didn't do anything about it at the time.
I never read that stuff. I've never read it. I was probably aware of it 10 years after it was written. And it's been going on 20 years that people have pestered me about this, and CNN does it every single time. So
well,
when are you going to wear yourself out?
When you say it's no, but
when are you going to do that?
Is it legitimate? I mean, is it a legitimate question to ask that something went out under your name?
And when you get the answer, it's legitimate that you sort of take the answers I give. You know what? The answer is, I didn't write them. I didn't read them at the time, and I disavow them. That is the answer.
Well, it's just a question. I mean, it's legitimate. It's legitimate. These things are pretty incendiary. You know,
because of people like you.
No. Come on. Some of the stuff was very incendiary, and saying that in 1993 the Israelis were responsible for the bombing of the World Trade Center, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So.
Goodbye.
All right. Thank you, Congressman. I appreciate your answer. I appreciate your answering the questions, and you understand it's our job to ask them.
Thank you.
Seems like Ron Paul got tired of talking about it, Gloria. It's a tough series of questions you asked them, but you obviously had to ask them.
Well, I did have to ask them. He clearly thinks it's irrelevant. He thinks it's been asked and answered, that these newsletters went out over 20 years ago, and he said he had nothing to do with them. So it's clearly a question he'd rather not be asked.